we're going to pull apart all our steering here.
You're watching the Kodokuna Raida YouTube channel.
Well, good morning. Wow, we've been having some terrible weather in Japan. It's gone right into the drain. But today, it's not so bad. So I've opened up the shutter and we're back on the Vmax because parts have arrived. So today, we're going to pull apart all our steering here. I'm also going to be removing all this sort of stuff, because I'm going to return it back to normal or original. You might be wondering why, and it's because I've got another Vmax coming that's been sitting around for more than 10 years outside in the open, and we're going to rebuild it all. So I'm going to use a lot of these parts on the new Vmax that we're getting to rebuild. So I'm going to restore this little beauty back to original. So all this... Okay, so let's get going. I've got to pull off these grips, pull off the handles, pull off the mirrors, pull this remote control off here, pull off this bracket. Many things to go. Let's go. Oh, so remember when you're undoing your little nut here, one side is left-hand thread and one side is right-hand thread. So we're undoing this. I'll show you. Take this mirror off. And I want to show you something else. Oh, so that's the mirror off. Now, this is original mirror. Can you listen? Inside, this is a common fault. Something inside comes loose. I'm going to try and fix this. I'm going to try and drill a little hole and put some stuff in there to seal it out. Can you hear it? Left. And this one is the opposite. So like you're doing it up. Oh, these weren't in tight. There you go. So on the right-hand side, it's like you're doing it up, but it's actually undoing it. There you go. This one is a non-genuine, no noise. Okay, next, let's just undo our two master cylinders here, our brake and our clutch. They're not going to leak, so we can just let them sit out the way a little bit. Just a simple little cover, and off she comes. There it goes. We'll just let that sit over there. Set these down here for now. It's not going to leak oil or fluid. There she goes, and we'll let that sit out of the way over there. So I've still got some more stuff to remove, but I want to remove this part here and this part here. So they're just usually little screws. So I've loosened this a little bit to show you. So see the screw here and a screw here? So normally you've got to get underneath, but I've just loosened them so I can show you. There's nothing special about it. I'll show you. Of course, you don't want to lose your screws.
Oh!
So there we go. It's simple, just our switches there. There's nothing that's going to fall apart on you. Now the other side is a little bit different. Now I've loosened this one off as well. Same thing, we only have a screw here and a screw here. We'll undo them. Easy, don't worry. Okay, so I've pulled off both the screws. Now, we'll take this off careful. Okay. So here we go. I hope you can see. So this one is connected, the top and bottom, with these wires. And here you'll have your throttle cable. These are a little bit different than normal bikes because these got two throttle cables. Can you see one goes at the top there and one goes at the bottom there? Can you see them both? So they come out through there. So we'll just disconnect them easily. As soon as you undo one, the bottom one will just fall off just like that. It's a bit of plastic. Okay? You see our two throttle cables. You're not going to make a mistake when you put it back on. This can only go on one way, and top and bottom can only go on one way. So now we're ready to pull up our old bars. Normally you've got 4. Now some, if you're original, you'll have a little plastic cap here. You can just flick it out. I haven't got that cap. I've changed them over for these stainless steel bolts and the heads. So you'll have 4. Just undo that. This plate will come off and our bar is off. And there we go. It's as simple as that. Look at that. It's off. There we go. So this one is bent here. You can see it flat here and here. This, the right side. And there it is. One that's all bent. And here's the new one. It's a little bit different. I searched everywhere to get this. Not easy in Japan. So it's a little bit different, but not much. So for now it's really, oh, doesn't that look better? So we've got our top bracket. Okay. Now we've got to adjust all these, so we're not going to do them up tight. Oh, it looks strange not seeing everything over here. Back to original. It looks so strange. But in the same way, it looks good too. 30. Oh, 30. Good. Okay. Let's put all the handles and everything back on the bike. Okay, I've got everything back on now, and I've set the handlebars. I like them sitting there. That's a nice comfortable position, so we'll do this up. Oh, okay, so that feels really comfortable, really nice. So now we'll put on our hand grips that I've got. I just bought them. They're Chinese. I think they cost like $3. They're cheap, but they're actually quite comfortable. So they've got a little Vmax tag. Now, if you're putting these on for the first time, you notice that they're different sizes. On the left-hand side, it just slides over on the bar. On the right-hand side, it slides over this plastic because that's the part that moves for your accelerator. So, looking there, one is bigger than the other. So this is bigger than this one. Now, you might struggle sliding yours on. Some glue them on. I'll show you how I get them on. You have to use something that helps the rubber slide on, but at the same time, it dries out. You don't want something that's going to stay slippery. What I use is hairspray. So I slide on that. Put the hairspray on. I'm going to have that about 45 degrees. Smells nice too. Let's see that Vmax sign. There we go. Oh, good. So I'm right over the edge there. Vmax about 45. There you go. Nice and tight. So the hairspray lets it slide on. It evaporates and you got a really, really nice grip on that. That's great. So this end plug that I've got didn't come with these grips, so I bought this extra. I think these cost about $5. They're just cheap. So they just hopefully just push in the end. Oh, there it goes, pulling up now. Now I bought these extra because they're a skid one. They're really hard alloy. So if the bike does drop over, it'll act as a little bit of skid on that. So when you're sliding it together, make sure you put this little plastic piece on first. Plenty of hairspray, let it slide on nice. Want that about 45 degrees. That looks good. Same angle. And there there we have it. It's all back together. I'm really happy. The grips look nice. The little end caps looks nice. And it's coming back to all original condition. So thanks a lot. I hope this helps you in some way, you know, if you're putting your bike back together or changing your handlebars over. Simple little thing, but made a big difference to my bike. Thanks a lot. Always remember, drive like you know each other, and I'll see you soon again. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. You say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.